Hi everyone, and welcome to today's class, Yoga for Bedtime. So this class is designed to help you get a better night's sleep, maybe help you fall asleep faster, and just bring you relaxation, calming down the mind, and releasing tension from the body so you could snuggle down and get a really good night's sleep. So for this class, you just need your mat. But if you did want to grab a blanket or a pillow, please feel free to do so. And we're just going to start in our Sukhasana, so our easy seated pose. So crossing the legs, bringing the flesh out from underneath the sit bones, so we're nice and grounded. We're rolling the shoulders down and away from the ears. Our spine is nice and long, and we're reaching the crown of the head towards the sky. Our core is tight, so it's really helping to extend that spine and keep it strong. And we're just going to begin to bring our focus on our breath. Just take a moment to slow down the breath, beginning to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, gently closing down your eyes. Hands are to the knees. Just focusing on the inhales and the exhales. Letting go of anything that is taking up space within the mind. Letting go of anything that happened in your day, your week. And just allow yourself to be here, to be present on your mat. Just focusing on your breath. Nothing else matters in this moment. Letting go of what no longer serves you on your mat. Just noticing any areas of tension that we may be holding within the body, and trying to relax those areas with the breath. So just taking a moment to become aware of the tension you're holding. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, feel yourself relax and release. We're going to take 5 more deep breaths here, just really making that connection with our breath, really slowing down the mind. And we'll take a deep inhale. And exhale. Beginning to gently blink the eyes open. We're going to find a few stretches for our neck. So we're going to start with some neck rolls. We're going to turn the chin towards the right shoulder. Inhale. And as we exhale, bring the chin down towards the chest and over to the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest and over to the right. We'll continue to do this for 5 more breaths. Inhale here. Exhale over to the left. Inhale. Exhaling over to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, we'll inhale and exhale. And we'll come back to center. From here, we're going to inhale, extend the spine, begin to tip the chin towards the sky, and exhale to open the throat towards the ceiling. So we're stretching the front part of the neck, opening the throat for 3 deep breaths. And we'll release, coming back to center. We're going to take the right fingertips and tent them to the right side of our mat. We're going to inhale, extend the spine, reaching the crown of the head towards the sky. And as we exhale, drop the left ear towards the left shoulder for a side neck stretch. And if it feels okay, we can begin to move that right hand back and forth, in and out. Finding our sweet spot, finding our edge, and holding 5 breaths. One last inhale. And exhale. Release, come back to center, and we'll switch sides. So tent the left fingertips to the left side. Inhale, lengthen the spine, reach the crown of the head towards the sky. And exhale, drop right ear to the right shoulder. So finding that side neck stretch, holding here. And again, staying here if this is enough. Or we could begin to shift that left hand back and forth, maybe moving it in and out, finding our edge and holding for 5 deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Coming back to center. Bring our hands to the knees. We're going to find a few shoulder rolls. So rolling the shoulders up and towards the ears and back. 3 breaths. And we'll switch directions. From here, we're going to inhale the hands up overhead, gaze looks up. Exhale, drop the right hand to the right side and sweep the left hand over to the right side. So finding a side bend here. We're keeping that left glute anchored to the mat, and we're reaching that left hand over to the right side, opening the chest, feeling the spaces open between the ribs, and breathing into that left side for 3 deep, beautiful breaths. And we'll release, coming back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. And exhale, drop the left hand to the left side and bring that side bend over to the opposite side. So we're rooting down that right glute. We're reaching the right hand over to the left side and opening the chest. Feeling that nice deep bend, that nice deep stretch in the right side for 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. we'll come back to center. So from here, we're going to inhale the hands up overhead, interlace the fingers, and then flip the palms towards the sky with the fingers interlaced. So inhale, stretch, and exhale, lean forward, hinging at the hips. We'll release the hands and roll back up to seated. And we'll do that 3 more times. So inhale the hands up overhead, interlace the fingers, press the palms into the sky, and exhale, hinge at the hips, folding forward, reaching the fingertips towards the front. And then roll the shoulders up, coming to seated. Inhale the fingertips up towards the sky, interlacing the hands, pressing the palms towards the sky. And exhale, hinge at the hips. Arms are extended, palms reaching forward, and fold. Last one, we'll roll up to our seated position. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, flip the palms towards the sky. And exhale, fold. Rolling up. Coming into our Sukhasana. So from here, we're going to extend that right leg out to the right side and keep that left foot to the inside of our right thigh. So we're going to come to head to knee pose, bringing our chest out so it squares over that right foot. The right foot is flexed towards the face. We're going to inhale, extend the spine. And as we exhale, walk the hands down towards the feet. So maybe our hands only come to the knee. Maybe our hands only come to frame the shin, the ankle. Just go at our own pace here, moving down, finding our edge and holding. So we don't want to cause any pain. We want to make sure we keep that foot flexed. And then as we exhale, nose towards the knee. For 5 deep, beautiful breaths. Inhaling and exhaling, walking the hands back towards the body. We're going to bring that to the other side, so extend the left leg out. Right foot comes to the inside of the left thigh. Square the chest over the left foot. We're going to inhale, extend the spine, and exhale, begin to walk the hands down the length of the leg. So again, remember finding your edge and holding there, never causing pain. It's good to feel a little bit uncomfortable here, but again, if we feel any kind of pain, just come out a little bit until we find that edge. Then as we exhale, we're going to round through the spine, nose down, comes down towards the knee. Last inhale here, and exhale. We'll walk the hands back towards the body. And we're going to extend that right foot out again. Take the flesh out from underneath, finding our dragonfly pose. Feet are flexing towards us. So if you do have that blanket or pillow, we could even put it in front of the body. We're going to inhale, extend the spine, and exhale, begin to walk the hands out. So we could even roll up the blanket, use it as a little prop. Bring the forehead down. Just really finding what feels comfortable for you here in this pose, listening to your body, and then surrendering. Really releasing into the pose, softening the muscles, finding relaxation for 8 belly breaths. Last deep inhale and exhale, walking the hands back towards the body. You can remove your prop to one side if you had it. Help the knees back in together. And we're going to roll up and over into our tabletop. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. We're going to find a few rounds of cat-cow just to release any tension in the spine. So as we inhale, curve through the belly, lift the hips and the gaze towards the sky. And exhale, round through the spine, press into the fingertips, gaze to the knees. We'll inhale, lift the hips and the chest and the gaze. And exhale to round. 3 more at your own time and your own pace. We'll take one more round wherever you are. And find a neutral tabletop position. So bring the knees mat distance apart, big toes to touch. We're going to press the sit bones back towards the heels while we walk the hands towards the top of the mat. Bringing our forehead down to the earth and sinking the armpits down towards the mat. Finding our wide-legged balasana, our child's pose. So our child's pose is the pose of surrender. So take a moment here in this pose to think and feel what you're holding on to, what's no longer serving you, what no longer brings you light or happiness. Just release that with the breath. Promise yourself to let it go, to create space here in the mind and in the body for positivity and welcoming something into your life that makes you feel good. One last inhale and exhale. So from our child's pose, we're going to move into cobra. So putting the weight into our hands, we're going to bring ourselves forward, Straighten the legs and lift the chest, lift the hips, straighten the arms. So our wrists are under the shoulders, tops of the feet are on the mat. Lifting the chin and holding here. Shoulders are down and away from the ears. Trying to lift the hips off of the mat, the pelvic bone. One last inhale. And exhale, tuck the toes, press back into downward facing dog. Taking a minute to walk out your dog. Bending in one knee and then the other. We're externally rotating the arms, the shoulders, elongating the spine from the crown of the head to the tip of the tailbone, and pressing into the fingertips to push the hips back. Finding a nice, deep, beautiful breath in through the nose and out through the nose. From here, I want you to bring your gaze to the hands and just begin to walk the feet to the outside of your hands. Finding a wide-legged ragdoll fold. So grabbing opposite elbows and allowing the head and the neck to fall heavy. So feeling a stretch in the back body, releasing any tension in the neck, the shoulders, the face. Maybe sway back and forth. Nod the head yes, shake the head no. This pose is a great grounding pose. It's great for relieving stress and anxiety to help calm the mind and the body for bed. So we're going to find 5 more deep, beautiful breaths here. The weight is into the balls of the foot, not into the heels. Last breath in. And as we exhale, we release the hands to the mat and step back into our downward dog. From here, we're going to step the feet forward, crossing the ankles, and sit back onto your bum and roll down onto your back. So we're going to bring the feet hip distance apart. Our arms are coming out to a cactus or a T. We're going to shift the hips to the right on an inhale, and exhale, allow the knees to fall to the left in our supine twist. So our shoulder blades are staying grounded, our gaze is over the right shoulder or staying center for 5 breaths. Last breath in and exhale, coming back to center, readjust the spine, feet are hip distance apart. Inhale, shift the hips to the left, and exhale, allow the knees to fall to the right. Gaze is centered or over the left shoulder for 5 breaths. So really surrendering here, softening the face, closing down the eyes, and unclenching your jaw. Inhaling and exhaling. We're going to come back to center and readjust the spine. So we are going to find our last pose. So instead of taking a regular corpse pose for our Shavasana, I want to invite you to take a supine butterfly pose. So knees are together, and we'll allow the knees to fall out to opposite sides, hold the bottoms of the feet to touch. So if you do have your blanket or your pillow, feel free to bring that underneath your head and put your blanket over you to get comfy. So again, if this doesn't feel good, feel free to extend the legs down the length of the mat. But a supine butterfly pose helps to relieve tension in the hips. It helps to relieve stress and anxiety. So it helps to bring that sense of calm in the body, and it helps to let you have a good night's sleep. So again, here in this supine butterfly pose, I want you to find total relaxation. So clear up the mind, really focus on your breath. Just allow yourself to surrender to this pose. So release any tension in the body, in the arms, the shoulders. Release tension in the face. So uncurl the tongue from the top of the mouth and let it fall. Unfurl the space between the eyebrows and soften the cheeks, the forehead, and the mouth. Close down the eyes softly and find 10 beautiful breaths here in our final pose in our yoga for bedtime class. So feeling free to stay here as long as you need and as long as you want. But if you are ready to close your practice and you're in butterfly, just bring the hands to the knees and help them in together. We're going to bring the knees into the chest and wrap our hands around the shins. Rocking side to side, giving yourself a hug. Thanking yourself for rolling out our mat today. And just even giving ourselves a little bit of time for self-love and self-care. And whenever you're ready, make your way into a seated position, however you feel comfortable. And we'll end our practice. So we're just going to bring our hands to heart center, bow the forehead. May the sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the light within you guide you on. Namaste. So thank you for tuning in to this class, Yoga for Bedtime. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on new content. And I hope you all have a good night's sleep. Bye.